Here we are trying to learn ChatGPT, and there's 50,000 other AI apps. I follow this lady. I think she teaches AI, the queen of AI, and she introduced me to a lot of AI apps. Perplexity, Claude, all these different AI apps. But there are 50,000? You mean to tell 50,000? That's the global number of AI apps. Everything from chatbots to generative AI apps to enterprise level automation suites. They have it all. The AI app economy is booming. AI can actually build you an app. But we ain't talking about that, but I'm just saying, AI can do that. In the first half of 2025, close to 700 million people use AI apps. 700 million people. So it's not everybody. There's like 8 billion, but it's definitely like 1/9 of the people are using AI. That's a lot of people for it to be so new. It's only going to get higher and higher, and people realize that AI isn't going anywhere. It's here to stay. And if you don't use AI, you will get ran by the people who do use AI. By the late 2025, roughly 900 million people worldwide are actively using AI. So just in this year alone, an additional 200 million people are using AI. That's 11% of the global population. 11%. Adoption of AI is surging. Many companies from small to large are integrating AI into their business, their education, the healthcare, the finance. The wave isn't slowing down. What does this mean for jobs? That's what we want to know. Terminator 1984 predicted this. Machines taking over and taking people's jobs. Wow. I got to go back and watch Terminator because that was one of those oldie goldies. That was a good movie. It kind of reminded me of the movies like, what was that, Back in the Future? I used to love little movies like that. That is crazy. So that was how many years ago? 30 something years ago? The Terminator, and they predicted this now. But AI is on a whole new level now. I am really in shock by AI. I'm telling y'all, there's so many things that I used to think that would take forever to do. Now you can do it like this. That's mind-blowing. Why is AI replacing jobs? This is you can clearly see it. You can see why it's replacing everyday jobs, but let's go down the list. The first reason why it's replacing everyday jobs is because it's faster, cheaper, and it don't get tired. I can ask AI to work all day asking it won't get tired. But a person, hey, go fix this letter. They're going to come back 3 days later. AI going to fix it in 2 seconds. Why am I going to wait for you for 3 days, bro? Listen. And I do see the point where people say, oh, it's going to make everybody dumber. I think it actually makes people read more. Let me explain. People read more because now people are like, okay, let me put this. And then when you read what it says, you have to read what it says. You can't just put it out. You still got to read what it says and fix what it says. So I don't know. It's just like make you think a little bit faster. I think. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know. Right? So it's going to be cheaper, faster, and tireless than people who have repetitive, pattern-based tasks doing the same thing over and over again. AI is going to kill that, crush that. Jobs built on repetition. Customer service jobs, answering the phone. When is the last time you could get an actual human on the phone? It be pissing me off. Now, that's the only thing I don't know. I'm reneging on what I said because every time I call these companies down, the AI answer, it's just so aggravating. I'm like, please give me the human. Human! I want to talk to you. Give me the human. Give me an actual soul on the other line. Like, you're not understanding. That's AI is going to lack. Is with the customer service, data entry, clerical work, basic analysis, admin roles, basic coding, content repurposing. You got Opus clips, Nexus clips. You got all these things. CapCut can do clips. Everything can do clips now. Even TikTok has it where if you go live, it automatically has it where you can clip it. This is unheard of. I can go live, go to my live, and create clips right in TikTok. Or I can download that live, put it in CapCut, and it'll create. It's just too easy. What excuse do we have now? So I guess that's why it's going to be a lot more production of content, repurposing. So some people gonna get left behind, right? All these jobs where we do customer service, etc., are disappearing because machines can do them better, faster, and cheaper. That $20 I spent on chatgpt is worth every dime. Yesterday I was like, hey, think of me a recipe for these Brussels sprouts, chat. It's like my assistant. It's like having a $20 assistant. Do you hear me? Good morning, sis. AI is definitely the new permanent way unless technology shuts down. But if technology shuts down, we back on the same playing field again. So while technology ain't shut down, I'm not finna shut down before it shut down. You feel me? What's up, sis? Welcome to the building, right? So companies prioritize profit over people. That's another reason why AI is replacing jobs. When machines replace humans, efficiency wins. This isn't a glitch, it's structural. As AI tools get more powerful and cheaper, automation becomes default. Let's take it back in history. When they had people out there on the stolen land that we already know about history and American Indian and who we are, but when they had those POWs out there picking the cotton, and then they said, okay, we don't need y'all anymore. We had the cotton gin. And then they said, okay, we don't need the cotton gin. We got the machine to do it. It just gets more and more efficient for the company. But the people who are doing the work, they don't get nothing out of the deal. Some people getting laid off left and right because AI is literally taking their job. I can't even be mad at some of it because people have gotten so rude when it comes to customer service. If you're going to be rude and I got to fight you to get my food, let me get the AI to do it. So people don't got time to deal with that. So in a sense, it's like, dang, we should have been a little bit more appreciative of our job. But now AI is coming in and just like taking everything. Like, it's insanity. It's insanity. Yes, I use ChatGPT to create some pretty awesome stuff. Listen, ChatGPT is my girl. My ChatGPT is named Tanya. I be like, Tanya, make it happen. Tanya be like, I got you, Dr. Sean. Okay. Tanya is that girl. You better pay that $20. It's worth it. I promise you're going to get way more out of it. That's just one of them. So we know we got 50,000 AI apps, right? And almost a billion people are using AI. So are you going to get left behind because it's shifting? Most definitely. And another thing, this is what I was saying, like for me in the business, if I got to sit and pay somebody, for 8 hours, thinking from a business perspective, 8 hours to answer the phone, they're going to be on the internet shopping. I have experienced this real life in the dental office. They on the internet shopping. They're not really doing what they're supposed to do, but you got to pay them 8 hours. And then when you realize they're not going to do what they're supposed to do, now they got to leave, but you got to pay them workers' comp. It go real deep when it comes to hiring people. That's why you have to be slow to hire and quick to fire. I finally get what that means, but that's a whole nother perspective. But when AI can answer the phone how I want it to, they ain't gonna be like costing me a whole bunch of money. Not gonna $20. I'm just talking about ChatGPT, but AI, they're not firing us because they don't need workers. They are firing us because workers cost more than the machine. It costs way more. I'm sorry. It just costs way more. What about colonization and control? Efficiency and great quality, period. What about colonization and control? AI is next gen power. Hood to hood, we survive. Always live. Try. We ride. Try. Yeah.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.